Welcome to the Chevrolet Postgame. Here now, Mike Tirico.
They don't come here all that often, but for the first time since 1970, when Bart Starr was the quarterback, Green Bay leaves Pittsburgh with a win, 35-25. Packers improve to 5-1-1, and our players of the game, those terrific numbers from the quarterback, Jordan Love, Tucker Kraft, a career night on National Tight Ends day and night, and Micah Parsons gets a sack, and they're standing by with Melissa Stark.
All right, Mike, I'm going to start with Jordan because you told us this week that you knew Aaron Rodgers had the chance to become just the fifth quarterback to beat all 32 teams, and you were going to make sure that didn't happen. How special was this one?
No, it's definitely special. You know, Sunday Night Football to come out here. Obviously, I think we faced a little adversity in the first half and bounced back. And, you know, it was going to be. We knew it was going to be a hyped-up game all week, going against A-Rod. So I'm just glad we came in here and handled business. Yeah,
and what was said at halftime? Because you guys looked like a completely different team and dominated the second half.
Yeah, we knew it was just we got to focus on the details. You know, everybody's got to go out there and do their job and just lock in and go out there and make the plays, you know, that we weren't making in the first half, and we did that.
And talk about making a play. Micah, you told me that Aaron Rodgers is one of the GOATs. You already have Tom Brady, so you needed him. Tell us what you remember and what makes that play so special to you.
Man, I just remember coming off the chip, and I was like, oh, wow, the guard didn't come. I was able to get to my inside move and make a play. But, you know, it was really more just the team. You know, they just rallied me up. I didn't play great in the first half. I was down on myself, but the guys just like, keep going. It's your time. Jordan did what he did. Tuck did what he did. And they gave us the opportunity to rush again, and I just took advantage of that.
All right, and Tucker, come over here because I think you guys all know. Do you know it's a holiday? Yeah. It's National Tight Ends Day. Okay, everybody gets a trophy. This is so exciting. We got you actually wrestling belts, but they didn't make it in time, and so you're gonna get those soon. Yes, here, I'm gonna come over here. Tucker, all right, and you had a day. He led the NFL in receiving yards today. What was working for you?
Man, it's just an incredible experience being able to come out here in front of our fans that travel so well and just put on. You know, like Jordan said, we came out at halftime, really just focused on being us and playing that true Packer brand of ball, bullying the bully, coming into a hostile environment. You know, ultimately, I'm just grateful that God put me here, the Green Bay Packers organization, surrounded me with such great people, and we could come out here and play a great game on beautiful weather.
And we have a special video. We had your bar in your hometown. I think we can roll the video. Here they are, very excited for you. What's your message for them back in your small hometown?
Man, I'm just so grateful. Everything that they do for me behind the scenes, they're just, I don't have the words to articulate how I feel in the moment. It's just immense gratitude, and we just got to keep pressing on. We got to keep stacking these wins and keep rolling. But Timberlake, I love you. Thank you guys so much.
One final question. Who taught you to headbutt without a helmet?
You ever watch the movie The Program? That's Vlad.
Wait, there, do you see it here? Look.
That's just the mentality. That's what we do.
Ouch. Congratulations, guys.
All right, there you go. The Program makes the postgame. That's pretty sweet. Congratulations to Tucker and the guys. Jordan Love takes that trophy with him. And that game ball. Impressive night, memorable night for those guys. Time now for your Peacock Picks of the Week stream, How to Train Your Dragon now. Plus watch the new limited series, Devil in Disguise, John Wayne Gacy. And don't miss a doubleheader on Peacock NBA Monday. They'll be on the bench with the analysts for the Cavs and the Pistons. And then the Nuggets and the Timberwolves and the Twin Cities, starting at 6:30 Eastern Time on Peacock. And right now, Sunday Night Football Final begins for you streaming on Peacock. Stay along with us, Chris and I, will look at some of the headlines of Week 8, including another team with only one in the loss column.
Welcome back to the Chevrolet Postgame.
Sunday number 8 in the books. The storylines, the Bills go to Carolina and get well. Josh had a couple in Cam Newton's house running them in. James Cook, career high 216. Buffalo off the gas pedal in the fourth with that win. Bears were close with the Ravens and really one they had to have. Rally in that third and fourth quarter. Derrick Henry makes some history as Baltimore's now only 2 back from Pittsburgh in that loss column. Meantime, the Colts continue to roll. They join the Packers, the only one-loss team. They are 7-1-1. And Jonathan Taylor with another huge game, third touchdown game of the season. And Chris, the Patriots and the Broncos are on a roll. They both won 5 in a row. For a long time, they haven't been 6-2, but that changed today. We'll show you the highlights of that one in Foxborough, falling down early to the Browns, but then Drake May continues his really good play.
You know, Drake May has just made the difference. I mean, it's amazing that he's come in there and just felt so comfortable right away. And then the Denver Broncos, we knew what they were going to do right on the defensive side of the ball, but they have scored 77 points in the last 5 quarters. They get that going, look out.
Harvey and Franklin, names you may not be as familiar with. They had 5 combined touchdowns. Denver hung one on Dallas. And it's like we're back in 2014 because it's New England and Indianapolis and Denver and Pittsburgh atop the divisions of the AFC. It's kind of fun here at the halfway point. Those were not the division favorites for the most part coming into this year.
And everybody keeps expecting Indy to fall off. And all they keep doing is winning by more and more and more, it seems like, every week.
And Indianapolis and Pittsburgh, a big game coming up. So the Colts 7-1, setting the pace for the National Football League as we approach the halfway point of the season. For the Packers next week, it's their energy off this victory, the happy Jordan Love, as they host Carolina and then Philadelphia for back-to-back games at 1265 Lombardi Avenue, Lambeau Field. When we come back, we'll get to next Sunday night. Washington plays tomorrow night, and they will face a Seattle team that is rested and rolling. A look ahead to Seattle, Washington from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Welcome back to the Chevrolet Postgame.
Listen, we've all heard those voices, right? You're just not good enough.
Those are the ones that just kill you.
It's impossible.
Man.
Better luck next time. And what do?
Sam's gonna throw. Touchdown!
Take the next chance to prove them all wrong. And then, what do you know? Those voices get real quiet.
This guy's got ice in the veins.
Seahawks, Commanders, Sunday Night Football.
Just outside our nation's capital next Sunday night. They're in Kansas City to play the Chiefs tomorrow night. Jaden Daniels out with a hamstring. Mariota starts. They do get back Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel. So that's a positive for Washington. We'll see what they get. Seattle off. And Chris, a team that as we start to study them and look at them, they have had an impressive first 7 games this year.
And I can't wait to study them a little bit. I've seen them a little bit here and there on other tapes I've been watching. And they just are very, very physical on the defensive side. And we were expecting that. Sam Darnold, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, who now leads the NFL like more than 100 yards or almost 100 yards over Jamar Chase. But this has been a team that, I don't know, maybe a little surprised. It was a division. Yeah. But I'm really anxious to see what they're all about and maybe put them in their proper place now in the league.
Yeah, you were watching the Houston game last Monday, and you were impressed by that defense. Man, they got our attention. So look forward to seeing them next Sunday night take on Washington. The story here tonight was the Aaron Rodgers against the Packers, but the headline was written by Green Bay, and they celebrate in the locker room with their head coach handing out game balls.
First of all, on National Tight End Day, this guy went 7 for 143.
Tucker Kraft's night, but the Green Bay Packers night as well.
I think so. And Aaron Rodgers, as great a legend as he has been in Green Bay, this is kind of that moving on night. You know, it really is. Jordan was fantastic. Aaron was fine. But Jordan really earned that spot now. And this team looks like they're well positioned. The way they're playing defense and now putting up those kinds of points too.
Only team in the NFC with 1 loss, the 5-1-1 Packers with the win. We're going to remind you, Wednesday, of course, tomorrow morning, watch the Today Show, and Tuesday morning. But on Wednesday, we're going to celebrate the Winter Olympics. It's 100 days out for the Winter Olympics. I'll join Savannah, Craig, and more than 40 Olympians and Paralympians, including figure skating world champion Alyssa Liu, the hockey stars, you name it, Paralympians as well. We'll all be there on the plaza celebrating 100 days out from Milan Cortina, Wednesday on Today, here on NBC. Final score from Pittsburgh tonight, Packers 35, Steelers 25. Coming up next, except on the West Coast, it is your local news. Thanks to our director, Drew Esikoff, our producer, Rob Hyland, and the best family in the business, the Sunday Night Football family. We love you all. Special folks. With Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark, Terry McCauley, our entire team. Mike Tirico. Good night from Pittsburgh as the Pack beat Aaron and the Steelers by 10.
NBC Sports, celebrating its 20th season of Sunday Night Football. Thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.